Yeah! Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to CrossPlay Chat. We're reviewing Overwatch today. Whoop 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 whoop.
Hype train.
So, I think we should start off with saying that AJ and I have played a lot more than Kyle has.
Yeah.
And Kyle's actually playing on the console, which is going to be a little weird.
So kind of get the framework of like the context of our experiences out of the way. Like you guys play with people
mostly as a team. Yeah.
I play solo queue generally, so we've got a pretty good like variety of
diversity
of experiences that we've had with the game and like ways that you can interact with it.
Yep.
So like I guess we could start things off with like what were your initial thoughts leading into the game?
Actually, that's
like,
a great
did you play the beta? Like what
that's
were your thoughts
going into it? That's a great point that
it?
you should bring up is Nick actually our editor, producer, whatever you want to call him.
Editor-in-chief.
Generally sexy beast.
He said that he didn't like the game for one reason, and it's because it feels like a big game of rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Which I can agree with.
because he's a big scrub.
No, I can agree with that. When you start off and you're playing, you get this feeling of constantly having to switch because you want to try and counter enemies, right? Like you see a Bastion, you're thinking, fuck, who do we need? We need a Tracer, we need a Reaper, we need possibly a Pharaoh, right? It feels like, to a new person, it feels like one big game of rock, paper, scissors. You're constantly switching, instead of just staying as your main, you feel like you need to switch.
Okay. I don't know, like, maybe it's just because of me getting into it later. I never played, I didn't play the beta. I didn't pay attention to this game much at all, going into it, mainly because it reminded me a lot of TF2 on its surface.
Uh-huh.
And TF2 on its surface, I didn't really enjoy.
Okay.
Mainly because I felt like I couldn't grasp the classes, how they work together. I felt like you were supposed to work together, but nobody really did. So I was kind of going into this like, but I've had the exact opposite feeling. I've really just been playing two characters mainly so far, and I've never felt a need to necessarily switch. I've only switched between the two characters based on the situation, but never like based on the other team's situation.
Well, that's a good thing because you said you play mainly Roadhog and Mercy.
Yeah, those are my two characters.
Who you can just have on any team, more or less. I'd say the main tanks are Roadhog and Reinhardt. Yeah. Those are the two tanks you see primarily.
Yeah, I mean, because Roadhog, he's just good at killing shit.
You get that hook.
Dude.
You get that hook, and that's a great initiate. Like, great!
Yeah, good for initiating. It's good for picking off people who are just fucking around on their own.
And then Reinhardt, you have just get behind my rectangle.
Yeah. Stand behind the Reinhardt.
Right? Mother always said, stand behind the Reinhardt.
Braun jokes.
Yeah.
He needs a mustache over his armor.
But he has
He's
that
one of my
great
favorite
beard.
characters, though.
That's true. Just put the beard over the armor. That's what I want. I don't want to see his ugly old face. I just want a bearded helmet.
Like, as a new player, when I was going into it, playing in the beta, I definitely fell a victim to that. But as I played more and kind of learned, you don't need to switch. You just, as long as you stick as if you communication is the biggest part of that game. Yeah. Because I'm a Lucio main. I support. That is.
Let's break it down.
Let's break it down. But that is who I play the most, and so I fit onto any team. Mm-hmm. But it's very,
especially because nobody plays support.
Nobody fucking plays support.
Yeah,
or rarely. I mean, they did do a good job of making support at least fun.
Yeah,
for the most part. But I would still rather I really like playing tanks. I like playing. I mean, last night when I was playing Winston, I was having a fucking blast. Yeah. I was just like, "Raw monkey power!"
Playing fucking Furious George over here.
Yeah. Furious George.
Fucking
what? Oh my god!
I'm gonna change my name in the fucking chat to that now.
Furious George.
What?
When he goes primal,
Furious
when he just starts
George.
slapping shit around. Furious
Holy
George.
shit! That is so awesome. I haven't run into too many Winstons, to be honest.
Because nobody likes him. I never wanted. I'm like, I played him once. I'm like, this guy sucks.
He's all
I'm never gonna play him again.
He's just like, and jump in, drop my field, and Tesla cannon, and fuck you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm taking some damage. Fuck this shit, I'm out. And he just jumps out. That is what he does. He jumps in, disrupts, and just like, deuces.
Yeah. See ya.
Or when you're playing on a map where they have ledges, you're just like, and fuck this guy, fuck this, throw this shit over here, get out of here.
So would you guys say that you're playing, since you guys are playing pre-constructed teams, are you guys playing in a more with a more competitive mindset?
Oh, hands down.
Like you guys are just
Well,
going
we don't play
at
to
it, like,
lose, if that's what you're asking. Because someone asked that last night when we were playing, like, so are we going to try to win? I think it was,
What?
I'm like, yes!
I'll have you know, sucking is my main strategy, so fuck you guys. It's okay.
I mean, I love doing bullshit team comps as much as the next person, but we still want to win, generally.
Right on. I mean, because that's a very different experience, because I'm solo queuing on the console. I haven't noticed anyone with microphones. Communication is almost completely nixed. Like, I don't have any kind of communication with my teammates, really. But I don't feel hampered by that.
Okay.
I don't feel like that's held me back in, like, any kind of fun. You know, but I think that's because I'm approaching it from a far more casual mindset where winning, losing, not as important to me. I, of course, want to win.
But you want to have fun.
But yeah, I'm more there. I don't feel that, like,
even when you
that
lose in this
competitive
game,
state.
I feel like even losing,
loss.
you can... Like, because even last night, we had some... when we were playing, we had some really close games, and we lost. But it was still, like, I felt good about it.
If you put up that good loss, like... I tried really hard. We did really good as a team. It doesn't feel crushing, which is huge for this game.
Like,
but when you get crushed, you feel awful. Like, I was playing last night.
Steamrolled.
Well, I was playing last night with a friend of the channel, Corey, and one of my coworkers, Jacob. We crushed a team in 1 minute and 32 seconds.
Holy shit!
That's happened to me, and it's awful.
And we were playing on Kings Row, actually. 1 minute and 32 seconds.
Holy shit!
It didn't feel like a victory because it was just like, well, all right, we won.
That was so easy.
That's the thing is, like, if you have a win like that, it's not even fun. Like, it's really not fun to lose a game like that, but it's really not fun to win it either.
Like,
it's funny sometimes. Like, whoa, that was easy. But, like, it's not, like, satisfying at all.
Oh, what's the other map? You start off, it's only a payload map, and you direct it down the streets. There's, like, the church area. There's that little courtyard off the left. You lead it into a complex, like a big building. Okay, so it starts off like you're here, right?
You mean
walk
the Dorado
out.
one?
Yeah, Dorado. Thank you.
Yeah.
We didn't let the team get out of their spawn.
Oh my god.
We didn't push the payload at all.
That's incredible.
Fun
I feel like I've done that before.
It was fun for us because it's like, fuck you guys, you aren't doing anything. We were just crushing them. But I can't imagine being the other team not being able to leave spawn.
That would
that'd be
suck
awful.
so tremendously. I guess because I lost my train of thought.
Okay, well I have one for you.
Yeah.
I love the characters.
Lost it.
Actually, I love the characters.
Oh my god.
Everyone feels different.
Yes. Absolutely.
The design's amazing.
Oh, the visual style of the game in
Best
general.
character
Which
design.
actually brings up a wonderful point.
Because like the first time, I can't remember her name. The one that's on the cover,
Tracer.
She is adorable.
Yeah.
Oh,
she has love the
God.
capital. But Megan hasn't played a fucking second of the game, but she loves the characters.
Yeah.
Oh, like I feel like
they are all amazing.
And they're awesome cosplay material.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
my lord.
For people who are less confident about their body type, fucking pick May. Do a May cosplay. She's a little thicker. She's a little...
Hell yeah.
But she's still adorable.
She's awesome. Yeah.
Like, if you have that...
Her voice lines are funny.
Right?
And like all her like emotes and stuff are adorable.
Right? And like, or if you have that stick fucking body as a woman, Tracer. She doesn't have big boobs. Mm-hmm. She's not over... Like, she's just a big butt, but...
Hey.
That booty though.
That booty.
I'm all about the booty.
Other than
yeah,
that, she's just a fucking stick.
Yeah.
And like, for guys, you have Lucio, who's... a Brazilian guy who's just fucking doing work.
And for emos obsessed about death, you got Reaper.
Yeah.
Die.
But you have just this vast character assembly. And I've been reading in lore a little bit more, so it's really nice to see like how very different every character is.
Mm-hmm. So is the lore really all that available in the game? I haven't really noticed. Like,
yeah.
Like, where do you find
in-game,
that?
You find it through, like, the animated shorts, in-game voice lines, and, like, some other stuff like that. Because they've released a couple of comics, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which have kind of given backstories to certain characters, like Farah. So, it's kind of Dark Souls-esque how you have to search for the lore a little bit. Because they only give you that beginning little thing with Winston sitting in Gibraltar. in his lab. But other than that, they don't really hand it to you aside from voice lines. Like, through voice lines, you learn that Reaper trained McCree.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he like is all grumpy towards him and stuff. In some of his lines, I don't remember what he says. But...
And then Reaper and Soldier 76 used to work together.
Oh, so they are connected.
They were on the
characters.
original Overwatch team.
And then Soldier 76 used to be known as Jack Morrison, which you can learn in game as one of his skins. He became Strike Captain, whereas Raze or Reaper was supposed to have it.
There's some salt.
Yeah.
You know.
So I guess one of the questions I have for you guys then is if you had to describe the game, like your feelings in the game, in one word, what would you say? Because for me, I guess like maybe it's just because I'm not a huge like fan of that kind of game as much anymore. Like, or I've played maybe just too many of those types of games. I don't know, but like it's not a standout like 10 out of 10 game like everyone's saying, for me at least. Mm-hmm. So if I had to describe it, I would say it's neat. Like I'm like it's neat. Like visually, it's great. It feels great. Like the gameplay is awesome.
I would say energetic.
But energetic is a good way to say it too. I'd say definitely that's a good one.
I would just say fun. It's a fun game. Like because so many like shooter games, FPSs, whatever. They're just not that much fun anymore. Like you just pick up Call of Duty. It's the same game. Seriously. Like even like the Black Ops. It's like okay, got like they had classes and stuff, and it's okay. Mm-hmm. I didn't hate it, but you know. And then Battlefield, like Bad Company 2 was probably the last like FPS that I had fun. Like just so much fun playing, blowing shit up left and right. So and Titanfall actually was another really fun game.
I had fun for about 10 hours.
That's the thing is that was a game that was kind of my fear with Overwatch was because Titanfall really people only played attrition.
Yeah.
Other game modes didn't get any love, and that was really all the game had. It was really fun. Like I played that game for a good like probably 2 months.
Yeah.
You know, like just a lot before I just stopped. But that was another game though that had a good like you felt good even when you lose because it had like that. The drop ship would come in, and you had to like run to get that.
That is a really cool.
That was
part
cool.
Of
like that
really
was
cool
like I think more competitive games need to do something like that. Where even, I mean, you kind of have that with Overwatch with the overtime.
Yeah,
you know, because it's like, oh fuck, we're gonna lose. But if you touch that point or whatever, you can still contest it for a little bit longer.
Yep,
and that can change the whole. game.
I've won games in overtime.
Yeah,
but speaking of, you've said solo queue. We actually had another person comment on it that left a pretty good review, and I want to kind of Matt. He said, put in about 50 hours already. Really fun game to play with friends or on your own. So similar to what we agree with. All the characters play different and fill different play styles. Very
Absolutely,
true.
Definitely.
Loot box system is fun and really makes me look forward to leveling, which we can touch upon that in a second. The only problem that I have is that some people in solo queue don't always know a great team comp or when or why a character shines. But that's a very nitpicky thing. Overall, Overwatch is the game I will spend my summer playing, and I don't anticipate it getting stale for any time soon. Well, which I can agree with.
Oh, especially because Blizzard has updates planned.
Yep.
By the end of 2016, they said they have several characters that are going to come out.
Yep.
We don't know
map types.
when. Yeah, new map types. Probably. New maps. I would think there'd probably be a new game type in there somewhere.
Easily.
Or even just new maps with payload, King of the Hill, stuff like that would be fine. Because honestly, the maps they have now, and then the fact that they cycle, and then they have different game modes for every map.
And the fact that they have stages, too.
It's
like
enough,
Helios
yeah.
has 3 stages, too.
Right. There's enough variety there
Yeah.
to keep you busy. And then, the new characters, that'll add a lot of depth. They'll suck for the first, week they come out because that's all people are going to want to play.
Yeah.
You're going to, at least if you jump into solo queue, it's going to be like, oh, 6 Sombras because we really fucking need that.
Yeah.
You know, that's going to happen constantly.
Which, for you, Sombra is Farrah's mother, actually.
She's supposedly
going
to be one of the... either the next character they add or she's in the pipeline somewhere.
A support sniper is the theory.
I guess I'm curious to know what your guys' thoughts are to Matt's point of team comp. Because, as a solo player, and that's exclusively what I've played, really, is solo queuing, I feel like the team comp doesn't matter. I will say... Oh, hold on. I will say... I like the fact that when you're like selecting your character, it gives you hints, like of like, oh, you're lacking a tank character. You have no healer. You need more attack people. Move. I was like, that's really smart especially for somebody who isn't going into it with a guide in a way. Yeah. Well, I've played a fair amount of League. I never played a ton of it. I mean, I've played enough MOBAs to get the roles.
Okay.
But to play this game as a solo player who's going into it, like, I didn't do any research. I didn't do any kind of like thought as to what's going on in the game. What are the characters? What are they good at? I'm like, that looks like a visually interesting character. I'm just going to play that character. So I gravitated towards Roadhog, and who's like, oh, he's got a cool hook. He's got a shotgun. He's easy to play. I'm going to go with
hooker,
that.
You could say.
He's a massive hooker.
You've got Mercy, who's very visually appealing.
Very hot. Mercy's hot as shit.
Personally, I think she's the most attractive player in the game.
Definitely. She is sexy, but...
her or Pharah are my two.
Oh, Pharah. No. Uh-huh. But, like,
whereas
classic
AJ
hero,
over here is May is Bae.
May is Bae. They're all Bae, really.
They're all really good looking. But
Megan's favorite is actually Zarya.
Zarya's awesome. That gun is heavy as fuck.
Yeah, like, she brought up a point the other day when we were talking about it. She has 512 tattooed on her left arm, which is her bench pressing weight, which is actually in kilograms because she comes from Russia, which equates to approximately 1,500 pounds.
Shit. Well, she looks like she could breathe on me.
She could breathe on me, and I would break.
I would break you. She's actually really fun to play, too.
Yeah, I haven't actually experimented with her at all.
She gives herself a shield. She can project shields. Her alt is a graviton, so it pulls everyone in. Her left click is a laser, and her right click is a bomb that gets increasingly powerful the more damage you take on your shields.
Yeah. So like if you're about to run into like last night when we were playing, Kyle was going ham with Winston, and I was
different Kyle, by the way, not
Kyle, friend of the show. He was running into the other team, like going primal rage, and I was trying to stay within range of him so I could throw my shield on him because he was just taking all sorts of damage everywhere. But so then that would give me more power because then when my lasers are charged up, I can melt people.
Yeah, you can.
You can just, if you have 100% like laser beam power or whatever, you can just like
bump.
melt. You could just destroy people.
Yeah,
and that's where
insane.
I understand where the team comp has a difference, like because you can do those kinds of like synergies with characters.
Yes, but to get to your point, you don't want a Genji and a Tracer. Why? Because they're both flankers. Yeah, if you have one, you typically don't want the other. Or you don't want a Hanzo and a Widowmaker. Why? Because they both fill the same role. Granted, I don't think sniping should be a role in the game. But
at the same time, too, like if you're playing with like with last night, we had a full pre-made 6-person team. If you know what you're doing, you could do pretty much anything.
Yes, but like at the same time, you don't want 6 Bastions.
Well, no, unless you're fucking around.
I mean, you don't. It's bad, actually.
I've noticed that
it's funny. I've done it. It's funny, but you won't win.
People just naturally don't want duplicates. I feel like on the team.
Well, double Winston's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it, but I'm okay with it being in casual play. But when competitive comes out, I would like there to be a limit of some sort. I don't want to go against 6 Pharahs. I've done that. It's not fun.
It's not fun.
Like it is just
6
not
Torbjorns. 6 Torbjorns is not fun.
Like they need to cap that.
I've gone against 6 Winstons.
Have you guys played any ranked?
Ranked is
not out yet.
Oh, it's still okay. I heard they pushed it back, right?
This
they pushed
month.
It back?
Supposedly the end of this month.
Okay.
Which I am completely okay with them pushing back.
I think that's a brilliant.
It's not like I needed it.
Yeah.
I think pushing back, launching the ranked play is a great move on Blizzard's part.
Well, they're working. They're making it better.
They're making it better. They can they can kind of get a feel for what the meta is, and then kind of adjust the game for it, and be like, okay, everybody's had time to play the game now. Here you go. Yeah.
Another big thing I think that they're doing right is they're not announcing when they're going to release characters. They go, hey, here's what we're working on. We're working on like 2 characters right now. We're not going to release it. We're not going to give you a time on when we're going to release it in case something does go wrong. Mm-hmm. See, that way, August 12th comes out. Where's my character?
They learned a lot from Capcom fucking up Street Fighter V so hard.
Right?
Because Capcom, I don't know if they specifically learned from Capcom, but Capcom did not communicate anything. They said, here's the roadmap. Well, part of the problem was Capcom America and Japan did handle things differently. There was a miscommunication or something. America released or the roadmap for DLC. They're like, this character comes out this month. June is going to be story mode. Then July is this character. Blah blah blah. That's how they had it set up. May rolls around. We still didn't even know which character was coming out. That we knew there was a character. It was like the last week of May, and we were like, "Who the fuck's coming out?" And they're like, "Oh, so Ibuki's coming, but not this month. We're gonna push her back to story mode at the end of June." And everyone was pissed because everyone expected a character by the end of the month.
Yeah,
because Capcom is not communicating anything. Now, if they would have said, "Hey guys, Ibuki's going to take longer. We're not going to be able to release her by the end of the month. We're going to have to push her back." And if they would have done this a couple weeks beforehand, I don't think anyone would have been mad.
Yeah, no.
Because you just got to communicate. And then either after E3 or right before that, they said, "Hey, we're going to try to communicate better because we're really fucking this up." And they are really bad. And it turned a lot of people off of the game. Blizzard, on the other hand, was like, "We don't want to do that."
So see that pile of shit over there? We are going to communicate.
Capcom really screwed the pooch on that one. So,
and they have a long history with multiplayer games too.
They're really good with communicating with their fans.
Absolutely, like they just know what they're doing when it comes to
and Capcom
giving
should
fans what they want. You know,
they're very fan servicey. Like in another one of their, they've said on multiple occasions, "Fuck the fans." Like, you want this? No, we're not giving it to you. Fuck you guys. But
that's for a game I don't care about. Wow. So I don't really care.
What's WoW? Like, what are you?
Oh, it's
what are you
just,
upset
it's this
about?
really
Like,
stupid game that's like
you don't understand.
It's called an
I don't get it.
MMO. It's a really dumb. It's this stupid kid who hangs out with us really likes it. I don't understand.
Is that the one
Are you talking
where
about
the
Luke?
orcs are green? Is that the one where the orcs are green?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Sometimes.
Where's Moria?
Moria?
Where's Moria? I thought
Who's Moria?
WoW was
Martha? Martha.
It's okay, bud. We'll get through this
I
together.
smell toast.
No, when you're tasting a salt right now.
But
Back to Overwatch.
back to we're getting distracted.
But favor the shooter, I think, is something we should complain about.
Yeah. So
That's really my main complaint about the game.
Mine too. I don't know if you experienced this, but there's a thing in this game called favor the shooter, right? So you're playing, let's say Soldier 7. Actually, Hanzo is the biggest fucking perpetrator of this. You're playing Hanzo. You're like, "Oh, I'm going to snipe this person." And they walk behind the
I'm
wall.
glad you gave him a childish helium voice.
It's my Armin voice.
Yeah.
But so he's walking behind the wall. You're like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot you!" And they shoot. And what happens? I'm behind a wall. Headshot. The fuck just happened? Thing called favor the shooter, where 9 times out of 10, the shooter will win a battle. If you are not shooting your weapon, you will lose. Why? Because the person who is shooting will assume that you are going to win, so they will give you a higher win rate. Is essentially the sum of it.
To kind of compensate for potential latency
Yeah.
and stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But when you're not experiencing latency, you just get fucked.
So you're like, I was behind that fucking corner. Like, this is bullshit.
Or how you can get hooked through walls.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
I don't have that. I've
can
never
get
had
hooked
that
It's
happen.
through a
horse
wall.
shit. It's happened to me. It's
Cool.
fucking garbage.
Like if you
As
are
a guy who plays Roadhog,
as a
I'm
guy who
down.
plays Roadhog,
Like,
if you throw it and the person walks behind the wall, you can still hook them and pull them through the wall,
cool.
and then they're just fucked.
Yeah, screw them.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
as long as it
screw
favors
them.
me.
I'm cool. Yeah, like
But
I mean,
when it
when it
happens
happens
to
to me,
you-
I'm gonna be pissed.
When you're playing Mercy and you're behind a wall or another player, because that's happened too, and you get hooked, like, what the fuck just happened? Happens a lot with Bastion too. How you just get blown away behind a wall. Why? Favor the shooter.
Makes sense.
I really don't understand why they thought that was a good idea. No shooters do that.
I guarantee
And
they're gonna get rid of it.
They fucking better.
Fucking catch up.
Like, the thing is, they had Treyarch helping them do the mechanics
Yeah.
for this game. So I don't
Really?
know why they fucked that up so bad.
I didn't know
'Cause
Treyarch.
Treyarch's good at developing games.
I didn't know Treyarch was involved in
Yep.
this game.
They just, well, because, Blizzard's never done...
A shooter before.
Well, yeah, because they're teamed with Activision. Because remember, Activision owns Blizzard.
Oh, that's
So-
right. So there is a connection
Right,
there. Like, it's
that's-
like in the family.
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
why.
thing.
So they're
that
like,
makes sense.
So Activision wants to make money. Call of Duty makes the money. Treyarch makes Call of Duty sometimes. So they're like, you should help Blizzard not fuck this up.
Well, that's interesting though
I'm
because
assuming that's
because Blizzard-
I mean, that's probably exactly how
Because
that went
Blizzard
down.
will make money in turn. fucking give us a shit ton of money.
Their jizz is just the money.
Just a massive amount of
Blizzard
jizzing.
wipes their ass with fucking checks for $1 million.
Yeah. With WoW subscription
with those
money.
WoW subs, yeah, it's just.
Oh yeah, your money's so good.
So I guess the progression system is something I'd want to ask you guys about with like the loot boxes.
Yeah.
They don't entice me at all.
I adore it.
Like maybe it's
as
just 'cause I
someone who
haven't
spent
gotten
like
anything.
$15 on loot boxes.
How many does that get you?
Well, see, I buy them I buy the 5 packs every other week, so you get 5 for $5. So you get more if you buy them in bulk.
$2 for 2. You can spend 5 for 5. You can spend 10 for 10. You can spend.
It's 10 for 11.
10 for 11. You can spend 20 for 25. You can drop 50, or you can drop 40 for 50, and you can drop like 50 for 70 or something.
I've known a couple people to drop that much. Yeah. I only do the 5. Like every week I'll buy like a 5 pack just for fun. Because it's like buying especially because I don't play as much as everybody else because I just don't have time. Mm-hmm. It's a quicker way to get work way towards legendary skins.
I will say I'm so glad those loot boxes don't give you like game-changing bonuses. It's all aesthetic.
All aesthetic.
Which is cool.
Because that's what Call of Duty's doing with their boxes. Now it's like, that's instead of like adding the guns via DLC pack, we're going to put them in the fucking black market. So it's like, well, okay, so now I have to open like 16 zillion, like, especially because they're adding like 100, like 6 guns or whatever. Yeah. So it's like, to get the one specific one you want, you might have to open like 400 things, and you still might not even get it. And some of those guns are super OP, and then you have an unfair advantage over everybody else because you dropped like your life savings on a fucking video game.
Which is something Blizzard's doing really well on is you can't buy upgrades, you flat out can't buy skins.
I kind of wish you could.
It's smart.
I guess.
The more you play, the more you play a character, the more likely you are to get things for that character.
Oh, really?
It's a small bonus, but it adds up over time. Like in the beginning, they give you a diverse spread of skins, emotes, da-da-da-da-da. But as a person who mained Lucio, I got an emote for him, a victory thing for him, I got almost all of his voice lines, and I got one of his legendary skins.
Well, see, what was funny is the first game I played, because I played it a lot in the beta and then it came out, I played a game with Farah, and then I got my first loot box like right away. Well, actually, I did buy a 5-pack before that, but then my first leveling up one, I got a legendary Farah skin like right away. But then my problem is I play a very diverse, because I like to fill usually. Yeah. Because like I usually like to play tank or Farah, but now fucking everybody we play with plays Farah. So like I don't get to ever. So I fill, so I play a lot of people, so then when I open shit, then I get a fucking Genji skin, and I've never played Genji before. That's what happened the other day. I was opening boxes, I'm like, oh, legendary, oh, fucking Genji, why? I play like 6 other people constantly, and I get fucking Genji skin.
So how long do you think you're going to be playing this game?
All summer. Easily.
You think so?
It's going to be the new game I take it's going to be my new competitive game. Like, I was playing League competitively. I started playing Heroes of the Storm competitively. This is going to be my competitive game.
Because I pretty much dropped out of League. Because I'm just kind of sick of it. Like, I've spent way more money on that game than I should for stupid bullshit.
For skins.
I'm going to do the same thing on Overwatch, but with League, it just wasn't fun anymore. It got to the point where it's like, this isn't fun. Everybody's toxic. It's just not fun. Whereas Overwatch, playing it is fun. Yep. And that's what I've heard so many people, like on YouTube, like Donkey, and like they have a very similar opinion. Where League, it's gotten to the point where it's just not fun anymore. But Overwatch is fun. Mm-hmm. Like, you play it and you have fun. Yeah. You're not like, sometimes I'll get frustrated, but I'm still having a good time. Yeah. Like League, it's so grindy. It's like a grind fest every game you play. Oh, go grind the fucking me. Oh, go grind the jungle. Blah, blah. With this, you just fucking, you can do team fights right away. Yep. You don't have to level up during the match. You have all your shit right away. You just fucking go balls deep. Start deep dicking all the other team as much as you want.
What?
Deep dicking. Deep dicking, Kyle. Deep dicking. Give him a good old deep dicking. All day, all night, deep dicking.
Do you use lubrication for that?
Squeal like a piggy, Kyle.
Sweet. Yeah. Give him a good deep dicking. Yeah,
We've gotten you to take off your glasses twice now.
Oh.
Fucking Deep Dickin' and Furious George.
Furious George.
give
great.
Furious George a good old deep dickin'. Anywho,
I guess to sum it up, game, I adore it.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
I have a comment from one of the people we play with.
Sorry.
Um,
Skipping to the end.
Ryan,
Oh, right,
he
yeah.
says, pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
He thinks it's a
So
pretty
that's-
dope
So I guess
game.
his one word to sum it up would be dope.
Dope. Right on.
And
Fair
everybody
enough.
else we play with are shitlords and had nothing to say.
Right?
Oh,
They
calling him out on
That's right,
Oh,
Kyle, Garrett, fucking Kate. You didn't say shit. You play this game more than any of us, and you had nothing to say. Nothing.
Scrub Lord, come at
I
us.
warned you twice, and you had nothing to say. Eat a dick. I'm gonna give you all a good deep dickin' later. Except Ryan, because he's the only one who had fucking decency to say anything.
He gets,
That's right. I'm coming for you.
he gets sweet lovin'.
fucking full on Hogan, man. What the heck?
Oh yeah, Randy Savage.
Macho Man Randy
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna give you a good deep dickin'. Go Furious George on that asshole.
He squealed like a piggy!
Woo! Sweet!
Sweet, baby! And on that note, don't forget to like, comment, favorite.
Great game. Buy it. Rent it. Come on it. Whatever you want.
Think Kyle's tapped
Finger
out.
bang that like and subscribe button.
Deep
Give it a
dick
good
that like
deep
and
dickin'.
subscribe button, baby. Don't forget to tune in for our next review, whatever it may be.
Who the fuck knows?
What are we reviewing next?
I
I
don't
died
know.
there for a second. Excuse me.
Let's review Fire Emblem
No,
Sharp.
come on, guys. Go ahead and give us some feedback. What do you want us to review?
Yeah.
What is your favorite game? Movie even? What do you want us to review? We'll
I could
check
do
it
a
out,
movie review.
right?
Fuck yeah.
We'll check it out. We'll get back to you. It might take us a little bit, but we'll do it.
Oh, and then make sure you comment, subscribe, share our videos. Share these on Facebook. Get us
Send them to the emails. The kids do that.
Ooh, yeah.
Text it to your buddies. Snapchat. Is that what the kids do these
Send
days?
some snail.
Put it on OkCupid. I don't know why. Just do it.
Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder that shit.
Tinder that
I don't-
shit.
Is that something that kids can do?
Like, could you put that on your Tinder profile? Be like,
Probably.
watch his CrossPlay pals. Like, that would probably if
Tinder
that gets
ads.
you laid. If CrossPlay pals gets you laid,
It
let
almost
us know.
worked for me.
Another
What?
thing. Whoa!
Almost by like.
How'd you like our new
Meaning
setup?
you got a high.
How'd you like our new setup? Do you like where we are now?
Should we go back to the sex swing?
We
Is
decided
that
to mix
better?
things up a little bit. Maybe give us what. Do you want to see something in this video? Do you want to see a new format? Do you want?
Should we have the sex swing in the background?
Do you want the video played behind us? Do you want it played above us? What's your feedback on that? We'd be more than happy to hear it.
Do you want the gameplay covering my dick? Would that
It wouldn't take
please
much
you?
gameplay to cover that,
Would-
AJ.
No need to be rude. I'm just coming up
Damn.
with suggestions here.
Damn.
All right. That's a long-winded outro.
All right.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We got fucking Kyle again,
Kyle,
you little bitch.
You're a giggly boy today.
I know. What the fuck? That was
I've
great.
never heard someone laugh so hard at deep dickin'.